First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and it's third down. You look at this Bears defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Got what they needed there, and the drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield strike.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Well on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now Goff looking to change the play. And now they'll shift things around. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Read option. This is Gibbs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Off play action. Here's Goff. They'll roll him out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Done good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Pulled in here. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasize ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Farley, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. An audible here to get a new look. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 11. Mooney, the motion man right. Yards in a Chicago first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
From the 50, here's Fields. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and 1. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds? Well, he's got him in.
That is crazy work, fellas.
Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now done for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Farley, and some room to work. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Play action. It's Fields. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings us 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
That's what we do.
To the air again, Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions will have solid field position. They take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Third and 12. Here's Goff. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
43-yard line.
Play action. It's gone. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Gone. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Christopher Dunn now for the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Hey, I gotta get him under St. Brown, 150 receiving yards. So I just remembered that. So I haven't been playing the game accordingly. So I gotta switch it up real quick.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now motion left with Mooney. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Shirley. That pass complete to Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shirley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Done good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Shirley. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating from the gun. Shirley under pressure, and they get to him again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Shirley. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
After the interception, here's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
Done good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the...
There he goes, right side.
Down the sideline he goes. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 75 yards. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. Down the left sideline. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Now done for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Hey, my bad, bro. I had to get 150 yards with Amon-Ra St. Brown, bro. My bad.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Caldwell to return.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on second down. Shirley. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now gone. Locating St. Brown for another catch. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
74 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Up the middle they go. Farley. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Shirley. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and set up the third down.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Third and 2. Back to throw. Shirley. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jack Campbell with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.